This week on KCBY, we get an update from Principal Springer about the changes to policy this school year.
We take a look at the effects of the phone ban and how it affects CHS.
And we get an insight on the path that a CHS athlete takes to commit to a Division I college for soccer.
Hi, and welcome to our first KCBY show for the 2025-2026 school year. I'm Emi Rejas.
And I'm Anushka Sharma.
KCBY starts now. With every new school year comes new policies and procedures.
Aria sat down with Principal Springer to dive into the new policies and outlook for the 2025-2026 school year.
Ms. Springer, it's an honor to do an interview.
Thank you, Aries.
All right, we'll get started. How are you feeling to start this new school year?
Well, you know me, I love when y'all are back. I've been here all summer just hiring teachers and getting ready for everything. So the minute y'all walk in the doors, I feel like life begins again. And so really excited for y'all's senior year, for you seniors. And juniors, you know, they're cranking down for this year. And then my sophomores are lost. And we just got to teach them how to be found. So
Yes,
I'm ready for a great year.
Ms. Springer, walk me through the progression of the phone ban. Last year, we saw you implement the phone pocket policy school-wide. I think you're a little ahead of your time there, right? And now we see the state government following suit with the phone ban. Tell us a little bit about that and what the effects are and what the effects we're going to see after this ban.
Well, it was a blow. We didn't see that coming. We thought that what we were doing was making sure that during instruction, we were not using any phones, that they would be put away. You could get them at the end of the period. Because we feel like you're young adults and you need to know that you need some self-discipline where you do put things away when you need to work. I have mixed feelings because you're going to go to jobs where you will be able to use your phone during a school day. You're going to go to college where you're going to be able to use your phone during a school day. My age group, which are the legislature's age group, they didn't have phones. They didn't have cell phones when they were young. So they don't understand that it is how you grew up. It is a part of you. It's a piece of your growth, and learning to maintain that and learning to control yourself with it is very important for you to be able to do.
Ms. Springer, building off of that, I mean, we've seen such a growth in AI. How does that look for in terms of changing the curriculum? What if educators have to adapt to the new world of AI?
Well, I think we're afraid of it, and we shouldn't be afraid of it. I think it's an amazing tool, and it's a tool y'all need to understand how to use, but we also need to understand how to implement it in the school system to make it to your benefit of growing you and challenging you. But there's training that needs to be done. Like I said, most of the teachers in this building have never had a lot of technology in their life, so learning to adapt to AI, I have to tell you, it's my best friend. ChatGPT and me are tight. I'm a much better letter writer with ChatGPT.
Ms. Springer, what's your overarching message to the student body this year?
I love you. I care about you. I want to put the right staff in front of you that loves and cares about you and challenges you. I want to make sure that we understand that we're living in a world right now that they don't promote love and care for one another, and I want to promote love and care from each other, which wears you out because I do the fish philosophy over and over every year, and I do cowboy grit over and over. But my overarching thing is we have a beautiful, beautiful student body here. We're so diverse from all different areas and all different places, but we are one family when we walk in this building. This is a fun senior class, I have to admit. Every year, I hate to see senior class leave because I love you guys and I get attached, but also I'm so excited for your future. I'm so excited for what the world holds for you after you walk out these doors. But I hope you always remember, you will always be a cowboy, cowgirl. You will always have a home here and a family here that loves and cares about you and wants you to be the person that you were meant to be down the road. And you'll also know you are part of our forever family.
With the passing of House Bill 1481 by the Texas legislature earlier this year, all types of personal communication devices, including cell phones, smartwatches, and laptops, have been prohibited during school hours. This policy affects elementary, middle, and high schools statewide.
In addition to the new regulations, Coppell ISD has disabled public Wi-Fi for all non-school issued devices for the school day. With the law going into effect, Kavya takes us to the hallways of CHS to see how students and teachers are handling this change.
At CHS, phones and smartwatches now stay locked in pouches all day, with other devices kept away and Wi-Fi shut off for personal use. We asked students for their thoughts about this law.
Think in like emergency situations or like when you need to contact your parents or in like any situation like that.
The main risk is in case of emergency, so we never really know what could happen, so it could in the end have a potential negative effect.
I think it overall had a positive effect because now you can actually talk to people and people aren't always on their phones.
Dual credit students have faced several challenges accessing their online Dallas College classes. Many students ran into problems because one-time passcodes were sent to their phones, making it impossible to complete the login process during school hours.
It was a bit of a confusion what our deadlines were or how to log in on our school iPads. And since we didn't have our phones, we didn't have our passwords, two-factor authentication set up.
To address this, Dallas College created a new system called Rapid ID Pictograph Authentication, which allows students to log in without needing a phone. English teacher Ms. Salomon says she's already seeing the positive impact of students being off their phones.
I get in better discussions with my students, ask them what their day's about, and they're willing and wanting to talk. So I think it's opening up a lot of avenues for kids to just learn about each other and feel more comfortable in the classroom. They didn't create the phone. They didn't invent it. We put it in their hands. And now it's a part of them, it's their appendage. But they're doing an amazing job. And I'm so proud of them and so impressed with their acceptance and onboarding of the no phone policy.
For KCBY, I'm Kavya Narayanan.
Did you know that CISD has won awards from the U.S. Secretary of Defense for the past 3 years?
CISD and Principal Springer specifically have been honored by the employer support of Guard and Reserve Texas, which honors employers who support their military reservist employees beyond the government's requirements.
This year, the district is one of 15 employers nationwide and the only school district out of 1,700 nominations to receive the top award.
Niti brings us the story.
Coppell ISD was nominated by the Marine Corps reservist and Coppell High School teacher, Lieutenant Colonel Esther Gomez Blon, who praised the district's support of employees serving our country. Interim Superintendent Doug Williams says the recognition is an incredible honor and the reflection of the district's commitment to service. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the Freedom Award, with Coppell ISD standing out as the only school district in the nation to receive it. It also marks the first time all 3 Texas nominations earned a place among the top 15 employers nationwide, making the honor even more meaningful for the community. For KCBY, I'm Niti Patel.
For the past few months, the Coppell Theater Company has been hard at work to produce their version of world-renowned musical Grease. Sophia sits down with the directors and a star actor to get insight on the behind-the-scenes of show production.
From 1978 to 2025, Coppell High School is bringing the beloved musical Grease back to stage. Junior Theo Davis has been cast as Danny, one of the lead roles of the production.
So the process has been fairly rigorous. Up until about a couple weeks ago, we had rehearsal every single night. My favorite part of this production is being able to grow as a cast and to learn choreography together because personally, I just love dancing and that's one of the main reasons why I'm in musical theater. Cass and I have worked together outside of rehearsal at one of our houses. We've gone through character analysis. This is how we are supporting each other and making sure that we have good chemistry on stage.
With his second year in Coppell, as the theater director Glenn Price expresses why he chose Grease for this year's theater production.
I wanted to do Grease because I wanted to feel nostalgia. I wanted to have fun. It's a classic. In this production, I hope for people to just walk away with a good time, good memories, have a real good feeling of when they go home. The qualities that I was looking for when casting a show like this, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You just have to make things work and figure it out.
Working alongside Glenn Price is technical theater director Aaron Case. He takes us through what goes on behind the scenes in order to be ready for production.
The collaboration with the director and choreographer starts really early on, sometimes before we even cast the show. We start talking about how much space does the choreography need to dance. This year, one of the new things we did with our tech theater classes was we kind of broke up each class period works on different things.
For KCBY, I'm Sophia Garza.
Catch the show before their last performance on the 27th. For more info, go to @CoppellHSTheater. Now to the Sidekick for the latest from Coppell Student Media.
Thanks, Emmy. This week on Coppell Student Media, read Vidya Praveen's story on how students are reverting back to digital cameras with the absence of cell phones. Read Hiral Patel's column on reading restrictions in response to Senate Bill 13, and read Arnav Yarlagada's story on the new Bus Zone app. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Yug. Now to Maya with the buzz.
This has been an eventful month for singer-songwriters around the U.S. First off, Ariana Grande just dropped her Eternal Sunshine tour tickets this past week. This is shocking news as her last tour was over 6 years ago. But when pre-sale kicked off earlier this week, some fans were frustrated as tickets sold out almost immediately. On September 13th, Ariana Grande wrote on Instagram to address resellers, stating, quote, "The secondary ticket reseller has of course been brought to my attention, and of course I'm incredibly bothered by it. I've been on the phone every second of my free time fighting for a solution. I hear you, and hopefully we'll be able to get more of these tickets into your hands instead of theirs. It's not right." End quote. On the topic of concerts, Tate McRae debuted here in Dallas last night at the American Airlines Center on her Miss Possessive tour. Did you go? If you did, I'm jealous. In other news, the Los Angeles Police Department recently released that they have found a deceased corpse inside an abandoned Tesla in an impound lot that was registered under the name of David Burke, mostly known as David the singer-songwriter that was most famous for his hit song Romantic Homicide. Police say the vehicle was registered as stolen and the body was a woman's who had been deceased for about a week. Burke has been on tour for the past month and police say the investigation is ongoing. In other news, do y'all remember how TikTok got banned at the beginning of 2025? Well, the Trump administration announced they have reached a framework deal that is fair to the Chinese and respecting the U.S. national security concerns. President Trump and Chinese President Xi are discussing details today. That's all for this week. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Maya. Now to sports for all things Capella Athletics.
Hi, I'm Aaron Montez, and this is CSPN. According to Max Preps, CHS junior Emmeline Holder is ranked 9th in 6A Region 1, District 5 for goals scored. She recently committed to Baylor University to continue her success upon graduation. Akshita takes a look at her journey thus far.
CHS varsity soccer player Emmeline Holder plays center midfield and has been a key component to the girls' soccer department's recent success.
I started playing soccer when I was around 5, and my dad started a rec team with me and a lot of friends in Capel. As I started getting older, I enjoyed it a lot more and I got better and better. I trained a lot more and it just became part of my life.
CHS girls varsity soccer coach Craig Abel has been working with Emmeline since her freshman year, all the way from fighting an injury to winning the state championship.
She's very, very good in front of the net, and she's good at creating goal-scoring moments, especially in the air. I think her athleticism, she's an incredible athlete. She's very strong, very fast, has quick agility, high energy, high work rate.
Recently, Emmeline announces that she is continuing her soccer career at Baylor University.
I've always been interested in Baylor, and I have had contact with the coach for a few years. She coached at Capel, so we have a really good connection. And when I toured the campus, I just immediately clicked. The players were amazing. They made me feel at home.
Some wait till their senior year, but it definitely speaks volumes to how wanted she was to be recruited and pursued by a Power 4 program and to be able to commit at this age.
Some advice I would give to people trying to get recruited is anything can happen, and I would never give up. I spent about half of my recruitment year injured. I had a couple injuries, and so I lost a lot of hope. But I think the people around you, they're always motivating you. And if you just keep a high head, anything is possible.
For KCBY, I'm Akshita Ganasekaran.
Capel football has remained a top team in the 6A division of Texas high school football, coming off back-to-back undefeated seasons and losing to the eventual state champion, the North Crowley Panthers. The team looks to continue their success heading into this season. Akshaya has the story.
Coming off of back-to-back undefeated seasons, the Cowboys entered this year with high expectations. Junior linebacker Lincoln Gardner has been at the heart of the Cowboys' defense, and his leadership sets the tone heading into another season.
Our main goal is basically just to prove people wrong. We lost a lot of seniors last year, so just proving to everybody that we still got it and we still have the talent for it. Our attitude, it's always been the same. Coach Wiley preaches a very high attitude, that we do it the right way. A lot of other teams, just a lot of talking and things like that.
But it's not just the players feeling the momentum. In the stands, the energy is just as powerful. Plunger boy Judah Milliken rallies the student section and brings energy to every Friday night.
I would say the success from the football team has brought a really positive impact on the community. And I would say that it gives everybody something to look forward to every Friday night. And people are excited to come because they know we're going to win. I think that Carter, from game one, showed that he's going to just pick us up right where we left off last year. And I think that Carter's going to be just as good as Eddie was. I love being a Coppell Cowboy because of all the people around me and my teachers and my classmates. I'd say they're all awesome.
As the Cowboys chase another season of dominance, the players, the fans, and the entire community is ready to stand behind their team. The lights are on, the stands are packed, and Friday night lights in Coppell are just getting started. For KCBY, I'm Akshaya Viravelli.
With Coppell Volleyball placing 3rd in district last year, the Cowgirls lead headstrong into the season with a winning 12-7 record. Sophia spikes into the heart of the story.
This season has started off strong for the Cowgirls with 7 wins so far. Varsity head coach Robin Ross and varsity captain Molly Williams share how the Cowgirls are doing heading into districts.
This season is really exciting. The girls are a great mix of young and seasoned players.
We started the season really strong. We have a lot of depth this year.
I think since last season our offense has definitely improved. The biggest things that we look for from them is that they always show up with max effort.
The Cowgirls are approaching the start of districts with numerous goals. The team is focused on ways to improve both on and off the court.
The goals that the girls set at the beginning of the year for this season were to improve upon the district record.
Hopefully get 1st or 2nd in district, beat some really good teams, and make a playoff run.
The goals this year is to beat all the teams that we should beat.
As a team, we each contribute, everyone in a very big way, very differently though. I think that everybody's doing a really good job finding how they contribute, whether it's big or small.
Obviously we're looking to make great volleyball players and to win volleyball games, but that stuff will end, and the things that we want them to carry with them are, how to be a good leader, how to be a good teammate, how to be a good follower, and just in general how to be a good human.
For KCBY, I'm Sophia Vittoria.
Catch the Cowgirls tonight as they face the Louisville Farmers at home. That's all for CSPN. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Aaron. And now we honor our Teacher of the Week.
This week, we present Miss Priddle with our Teacher of the Week. Her positive energy brings a light like no other in every class she teaches. We are thankful for all that you do.
Lastly, we are proud to present our KCBY leadership team for this year.
That's all for KCBY this week.
We'll see you next week, CHS. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm a hot bubba, got a lot of cold. What's $500,000 on my neck? 450, drop